Hello everybody, welcome back to Freaky Funko Friday. Today is Friday. Welcome freaks. As promised, I am delivering top 5 favorite Deadpool pops that have ever been released by Funko. These are my personal top 5 favorites. You probably might have a different set of top 5, but these are my personal top 5 favorites that Funko has ever created. And so I would like to cover those. We'll also discuss how much the current value is on the market as well. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. So my number 5 on my list is Deadpool number 114. This is Bath Time Deadpool, and this is a Target exclusive from 2016. What I really love about this particular Funko Pop here is that obviously he's got the blue shower cap, he's got his rubber ducky, which is ridiculous, and as it appears, he's about to jump into a bath with his suit on and his mask on. So to me, that's a little crazy. But Deadpool is, he's a freak. We talked about that on the Deadpool video that I made. I really love this one. It's simple. It's cute with the rubber ducky there, and it's silly, obviously, with the shower cap on. It just makes you laugh. It makes me laugh. I really love this one, and so it's definitely on my top 5 list. It's ranked number 5 right now. And like I said, the reason I really love this one is based on the fact that it's rubber ducky. He's got the shower cap on, ready to take a bath. It's called Bath Time Deadpool, and he's like giving himself like, hey, like check me out or thumbs up, and I really love it. So this one, its current value right now on the market is $23. Again, it was released in 2016, so I think over the next few years it's definitely going to go up. It's one of the 2016 Funko Pops that were released from Deadpool when the last Deadpool movie came out, the first Deadpool movie, I should say. And so some of them are right around in the mid-20s. Some of them are actually less. So I think this is one it's a Target exclusive. So as we mentioned before, Target exclusives do go up in value. It's currently at 23, but I expect this one to eventually climb up, probably around the $80 range. I don't know if it'll go any higher than that. Hopefully, right? But I'm definitely anticipating it to go up as time goes by, because it's all based on supply and demand, right? So they're not making this one anymore, so it's not being reproduced. So the value, I think, should increase. Well, it's not should, it will increase over time. I personally have this one too. So, and I'll show that at the end of this top 5 here, but I actually have this one. It's actually the only one out of the top 5 that I do have. And a lot of it has to do with pricing. I do have another one on order. We'll talk about that one because that's actually my number 4th one. So let's go ahead and get into that one. This one I really, really love. It's simple, but I love it. This is Dress to Kill Deadpool. And it's that simple. I mean, he's dressed in a black suit with a red tie, and he's got his little red hanker in his left pocket there, little handkerchief. And I love it. It's simple, but I think it's great. And I love the way that he looks. He's just in his pose there with the suit on, and it's not really, it's definitely different from the quirkiness of the clown Deadpool and the Bath Time Deadpool. And there's just so many, the chicken Deadpool. There's so many freaky Deadpools that are out there. This one really stands out because he's not holding any weapons at all, and he's dressed to kill, right? So obviously you would assume that with his clothes on, and that suit on, he's definitely got his sword somewhere in the back, or he's got a gun somewhere, hidden in that nice suit of his. But he's a sharp dressed man in this one, which is why it's in my top 5, because it's different from everything else. Deadpool is off the wall. I mean, Funko, Ryan Reynolds, this character is just, I mean, they take it to places. I mean, for heaven's sakes, he fights in high heels, right? He's got a scene in the Deadpool 2 movie where he's fighting in high heels and stilettos. So, I mean, this character goes everywhere. From far left to far right to, pangender. I love it. I mean, he's fantastic. But this one is so simple and sleek, and I really love the look of it. So that's why it made it into my top 5. Again, this is my fourth favorite one. We're counting down from 5 to 1. And this is Deadpool number 145. And this one is exclusive to previews, and it was put out in 2016. Now, this one I actually did order on eBay already, so I'm expecting it here next week, so I'm excited to get this one. But I definitely wanted to grab it. It's only worth, right now, it's only worth $11, which doesn't sound like a lot, but they didn't make that many of them. So the point with the $11 right now is that there's not a demand for him. So I think Funko released right around 6, probably 7,000 of him, maybe a little bit less, but there's not a lot of people that are wanting this one. So that's why the value stays low. So its current market value, that doesn't mean it sells for $11. You could sell it for as much as you want, as long as somebody's willing to pay for it, right? But in this particular case, his current value is worth $11, but I definitely think it's going to go up. The thing with Deadpool is that everyone is so used to his craziness, and like we just talked about, the chicken and the all these different characters or costumes or however you want to phrase it. That when you see something like this where he's in a suit, we're just not used to it, right? We're just expecting something wild and crazy. So when he does something average, what an average person would do, wear a suit and tie, it kind of takes us back, and we're like, that's kind of boring. And for me, it's not. I think it's great. I love the red tie. It obviously matches his suit. Now, that's the one thing. You do see the red gloves in this one, right? So you know he's wearing, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but it looks like he's wearing his, he might be wearing his suit underneath this suit. So you definitely see the red gloves there, matching the red tie and the red handkerchief. He's a sharp dressed man in this one. So he definitely made my top 5. So let's get into my third favorite of all time, and this one here is, I'm getting to it right now, this one is Yellow Thumbs Up Deadpool. This one dropped in 2016 as well, and it is an Amazon exclusive. So what I really love about this one is that, first of all, the yellow and blue is a great combo. He's holding a gun in his left hand, and he's got that, that Deadpool pose that you see in a lot of his older pops. You don't really see that too much in his newer ones, but definitely in the 2016 pops. Some of the older ones, you see him with that. He's famous for having his right thumb up. And if you look closely, I know he uses both hands to shoot guns and sword fighting and stuff like that. So he can use both, but he's always given that thumbs up with his right hand there. So. But I really like this one. It's Deadpool number 112. It's an Amazon exclusive once again. It came out last year, in 2016. His current value right now is $17. So I do think, again, this one's going to go up as well. It's all based on supply and demand. So the supply has already been put into motion. The demand has to go up. And so right now on eBay, these are selling for right around $35. So the point is just because it's worth $17 right now doesn't mean that the value isn't gonna, you can't sell it for more money. So always keep that in mind, because it's always based on what somebody's willing to pay for it. So if something can be valued at $300, I mean, I've seen quite a few items valued really high, but if no one's willing to buy it, it's going to sell at a lower price. And I've seen things that are worth $9 sell for $40 just because the demand is there. So you never know. But when you're in the collection business, you're not necessarily always in the buying and selling business. So me personally, I'm in the collection business. I love to collect them. I do sell occasionally, but I really get attached to these, to the characters and to the different ones that I have. So I do sell quite a few. But when I say quite a few, I'm talking less than 10% of my total collection. Probably less than 5% actually of my total collection. So, but this is ranked number 3 on my top 5 list. And this is Yellow Thumbs Up Deadpool. And again, it's an Amazon exclusive. So, number 2 and number 1, these are some very pricey Funko Pops. So we're going to get to number 2 on my list, and this one, I really love this one. This is Marvel Deadpool number 20. It is the glow-in-the-dark black and white Deadpool, and this one is exclusive to Matt's Cavalcade of Comics. And as you can see here, they call it black and white, I guess because of the black around the eyes, but to me it's pretty much just all white. But they call it the black and white Deadpool, and it is glow in the dark, as you can see that green glow around him. So this one here has a current value of $320. I can tell you right now, if anybody's selling this one on eBay, and it's obviously, you know, the box is in good condition, it's not going for $320. It's going for a lot more. So this is one of those great examples of you're not going to pay $320 for this one unless the box is damaged or something. Most people are going to sell this for a lot more, and people are buying it because the demand is there for this one. So this one actually came out, I believe, in 2000, and I'm actually going to check real quick because I believe this one came out in 2000 and I want to say 2016 as well, but I'm double checking for you right here. Let me see. I just want to make sure I'm giving accurate information on this glow-in-the-dark one here. This one came out in 2013, so it was a 2013 release, and again, it was to Matt's Cavalcade of Comics, and it's glow in the dark. So whenever something's glow in the dark, usually the value goes up a little bit more on that one, on that particular item. In this case, you know, it's the same with this Deadpool Funko Pop here. So this is number 2 on my top 5 list. I think it's a really sleek looking pop, and that's why I made my list, and that happens to be one of the more expensive ones out there. Now my number 1 on my top 5 list for my favorite Deadpool pops from Funko Pop is, man, this one is just awesome. So this is Deadpool number 20. It is a metallic Deadpool, and it was released back in San Diego Comic-Con back in 2013. And so this is metallic version. This one is absolutely beautiful. I love the metallic look on him. It's very clean, very sleek. We talked about the metallic mermaid on how they did that one for the Target exclusive that is available now in stores. So definitely go find that one and get it as soon as possible, because the metallic ones do go up. But this was a 2013 San Diego Comic-Con release, and it's worth $450. That is its current market value for it. Now, it's selling for a lot more, but again, that's just the current value. So it had to make my top 5 list. It definitely made my number 1 spot just because of how beautiful it is. And it's simple. I mean, it's Deadpool, you know, metallic. He's wearing his red suit. And he's got the same pose. He's got the sword in one hand. He's got his gun in the other hand. And it's very, you know, that part's very basic. But the fact that he's metallic with the white eyes, it just looks phenomenal. I really, really love this one. And so that rounds out my top 5 list of my favorite Deadpool Funko Pops. And so I'd like to end the video by showing you guys a few things here. So first of all, my number 5 was Bath Time Deadpool. As you can see there, he's wearing his cap there. So I'm actually going to unbox this one real quick for you so I can show you a better look of him in case you don't have one. So it is a bobblehead, as you can see, and this is what he looks like with his duck in his hand. He's getting down to the music. So there you have it. That's number 114, and that was on my top 5 list, ranked number 5. This is a Target exclusive. So before I end the video, I do want to show you, I did end up picking up so far, I did find 2 of the recent releases. So I do have the Target Mermaid that's been released, not the metallic version yet. So this version, the metallic mermaid, that's been released, and as discussed in that video, you can see the harpoon in his hand there. I know it's hard to see with my ring light from my lighting in the background, but I'll go ahead and take this one out as well, just so you can kind of get a better look at him. And there we go. And there she, or he, is. So you got the flower up there. You got the man boobs being covered up. And then you have that beautiful tail there. So this one's pretty awesome. So that's out of the new collection that just came out. And then I ended up getting Bedtime Deadpool. So if you guys recall on the Deadpool video, I discussed this one was actually my favorite one out of the new line that they just came out with. So I'll go ahead and take him out so you can get a look at those awesome unicorn slippers that he's wearing right before bedtime. So he must be taking a shower first with his rubber ducky, right? And then after the shower, he goes ahead and grabs his panda and his unicorn slippers there. But there he is, panda in hand, and those awesome unicorn slippers. Pretty awesome. And of course, he's got his own emblem on his bathrobe, right? So that is Bedtime Deadpool. So that's out of the new collection line there. So I did get those 2. I'm definitely going to be picking up all the new ones that are coming out, all the exclusives that I showed you in the videos. I'm going to be grabbing those. I do have a hot lead tomorrow for the 7-Eleven one. So fingers crossed I'll be getting that one tomorrow, I hope. I do have a good lead on that one. So like I said before, it's all about the hunt. And as Funko Pop collectors, we love to hunt. We love to find these things. And when we do, we get super excited about them. So thank you for watching the video. Thank you for joining me and spending a little bit of time with me covering the top 5, my personal top 5 favorite Deadpool Funko Pops. If you do like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and leave any comments below if you have a different top 5 than the one I have. I'd be curious to know what your top 5 are and see if any of mine made your list. So if you want to go ahead and do that on the comments below, I would really appreciate it so I can check that out and reply to it. And as always, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you want the notifications so you know when my latest videos come out, I do these every Friday, but the majority of my videos are all exclusive based. So if you want to know which exclusives are dropping and what stores are getting them and what dates they're coming out, you definitely want to subscribe to this channel. So that way, once I do post that video, you have instant access to it immediately on your smartphone, tablet, laptop, computer, whether you're at work, no matter where you're at, you have instant access to it. So, and that way you can take a look at them and start heading out to the stores. So again, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to play a little bit of music to fade us out today. You guys have a great one.